Firstly, it will affect my expenditure because I have a house and kids. I mean, 2 kids. Owning a car is already like quite expensive, and then the raising of the car park rates, I don't know how my pocket is going to handle lah, but still have to suck thumb and pay for it.
As long as it's not up by too much, it'll not affect the way you use your car lah. It's just I think it's a 10-20% hike, right? Something like that, yeah. So it will not significantly alter how I use the car.
Of course, it will affect me because every month we already know that this is the amount that we have to pay for car park, and then suddenly when they increase, there will be some other allocations that we have to put aside for the car park, for the fees for the car park.
Well, it doesn't really affect me right now because I'm taking a public transport. Yeah, but in the future, I'm considering getting a car. Definitely, it will affect me.
I think how it may affect me may be not so much because the absolute amount may be small, but I think it's the idea of what they have done. They've increased car park rates in HDB areas, which is where the majority of the Singaporean locals stay, and everybody is being taxed an increased percentage for a basic necessity which they all need. And I don't think this is a step in the right direction.
Well, on social media, there's a lot of people talking about like the GST, government giving the GST. So they are saying like, well, don't quote me. They are saying like, giving you money from the left hand and taking back the money from the right hand.
Because the prices for public parking, I think HDB URA, I think it has been quite low for a long time, like 50 cents per half hour on average. So I mean, a 10-cent increase, I don't think it's a big deal lah. Especially after you spend 100,000 on a car, it's a marginal cost. But I mean, the moment it goes up significantly, like say if it doubles or what, then it'll be a much bigger deal lah.
Well, I think that Singaporeans are obviously not pleased. I'm not sure how they will show that they're not pleased, but at least for me as being a Singaporean, I don't think this is a right thing to do, especially now when the times are not so good.
I guess the government is just smart to do a small increase so we don't feel the pain. And to answer your question about whether people will take public transport, I don't think so, because like I mentioned, right, it's a small increase, so they won't feel the pinch. Yep. So I guess most people will still continue to drive.
I think public transport it will still be very relevant because after all, owning a private vehicle here is very expensive. Yeah, so if anything, I don't think it will change lah. I mean, you look at taxi, it increase the prices and everything, but people at first are saying they won't take the cab, but in the end they are still taking cab. So I think the prices, people will complain for a while, but I think they'll still go ahead with it.
If you own a car, once you get used to the luxury, it's a bit spoiled lah. So it's a bit hard to switch, especially with elderly people or kids to take care of. It's not going to deter you. It's a cost. As long as you can afford it, you will incur that cost lah.
Governments have been increasing ERPs every years or every countries they have more ERPs going up, increase, but people still driving, and even now they increase the price of the deposits for the cars. People still buy cars to go to work or to own a car. So I don't think it will stop.
So I think the push has been to make Singaporeans take public transport, but I think there should be a focus on making all people in Singapore take public transport. Because you see, again, as I mentioned, the HDB rates have gone up, and these are taxing a lot of the local Singaporeans more than maybe the other people that stay in Singapore and don't stay in HDBs. Number one. Number two, I think our public transport system must be prepared to onboard a lot more people if we are asking people to stop using cars. So I think those two ministries need to speak a little bit more and get their act together, as we know the normal transport issues that we've been having on the public transport front.